Picture this: a prestigious international debate at the Oxford Union, one of the world's most renowned debating societies, based at the University of Oxford, unraveling into a chaotic mess of accusations and walkouts, just hours before it was set to begin. It's a scenario straight out of a political thriller, and it left everyone involved, from Indian speakers to Pakistani officials, pointing fingers. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a genuine organizational failure, or a cunning maneuver to dodge uncomfortable truths? Let's dive into the details and unpack what really went down on November 27, 2025, as Indian legal expert Sai Deepak publicly blasted what he called a Pakistani Gambit, turning the event into a farce. Last updated on November 28, 2025, at 21:27 IST. Deepak's thorough recounting on the platform X, formerly Twitter, stood in stark opposition to the narrative put forward by the Pakistan High Commission in London. They alleged that the Indian team had pulled out voluntarily, effectively conceding the stage to Pakistan without a fight. The debate was poised to tackle a provocative motion. The House believes that India's response to Pakistan is a populist strategy sold as security policy. For those new to this, the Oxford Union is like a high-stakes debating club, where speakers from around the globe argue motions on hot-button issues, often drawing in politicians, academics, and influencers to discuss topics that can shape public opinion. The drama kicked off with allegations of bias right from the start. Deepak pointed out that individuals with Pakistani ties held influential roles within the Oxford Union, including Musa Haraj as president, reportedly the son of Pakistan's Minister of Defense Production, and Raza Nazar as treasurer. This setup, he suggested, created an environment ripe for instability. Things escalated when the initially slated Indian speakers, former Chief of Army Staff General Bipin Rawat's successor, in a related context. Wait, actually, it was former CLAS Sri Naravane and economist Dr. Subramanian Swamy, backed out just 2 days prior due to unforeseen obligations. Imagine scrambling to replace top-tier debaters like these. Naravane, a military veteran, and Swamy, a prominent political figure, at the last minute. It must have felt like a logistical nightmare. Undeterred, Deepak, who was ready to champion India's position, quickly rallied alternative speakers from within the UK. Manu Kajoya, a known commentator, and PT Satish K. Sharma, a spiritual and cultural advocate. But the plot thickened mere hours before the scheduled start. Around 3:13 p.m., Deepak received a phone call stating that the Pakistani team, featuring seasoned politicians like former Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani Khan and Defence Minister Khawaja Muhammad Asif, hadn't even arrived in London yet. As a result, the Indian delegation decided not to make the trip to Oxford, abandoning the debate altogether. And this is the part most people miss. Or perhaps it's the twist that sparks the most debate. Deepak later claimed he verified that the Pakistani speakers had indeed touched down and were comfortably checked into a hotel in Oxford itself. This revelation prompted him to unleash a scathing critique, accusing the Pakistani side of fleeing the battlefield before it even commenced and lacking the bravery to engage in a real-time exchange of ideas. He didn't hold back on the Oxford Union leadership either, slamming them for letting the institution become entangled in controversy and essentially serving as a megaphone for the Pakistan High Commission's spin. Adding fuel to the fire, Shiv Sena UBT parliamentarian Priyanka Chaturvedi chimed in with her own jab on social media. In a tweet that captured the public's frustration, she wrote, "Pakistan is crying again over an Oxford Union debate. This is for the record. Once again they have proved to be liars. Expecting any better from them was not even on my list." Her post, shared on November 28, 2025, underscored the growing skepticism surrounding Pakistan's version of events. On the flip side, the Pakistan High Commission issued a statement expressing disappointment, claiming the Indian team, originally featuring General Naravane, Dr. Subramanian Swamy and even politician Sachin Pilot had bailed at the 11th hour, granting Pakistan a walkover. They portrayed this as evidence of India's lack of faith in justifying its security policies during an impartial, intellectually challenging discussion. It's a classic case of he said, she said, and it raises eyebrows. Was this a strategic retreat by India or an underhanded ploy by Pakistan to avoid scrutiny? The News Desk, a dedicated group of enthusiastic editors and writers, brings you breaking news and deep dives into stories from India and globally. From real-time updates to exclusive insights and beginner-friendly explainers, they aim to keep you informed without overwhelming you. For instance, debates like this at the Oxford Union aren't just about winning arguments. They can influence international perceptions and even policy discussions, making them a big deal in diplomatic circles. As we wrap this up, it's worth pondering. Do you think Deepak's accusations of a Pakistani gambit hold water? Or is this just another round of geopolitical banter? Was the Oxford Union's neutrality compromised by the involvement of Pakistani nationals in key roles? Or is that an overblown claim? And here's a thought-provoking twist. What if both sides were playing games to avoid tough questions? Share your views in the comments below. Do you side with India, Pakistan, or see faults on both ends? Let's keep the conversation respectful and insightful. After all, debates like these are what keep democracy vibrant.